Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Lindsay Fisher from Total Performance Physical Therapy. Here is the stretching routine of the day. It's probably going to be a lot of the same stretches we do most of the times in these, but they're all the major muscle groups that you guys are working out with your workouts. So to start, we are going to do some arms. So hopefully, like we always say, you warmed up for a good 5 to 10 minutes before this. Make sure you got blood flowing. You don't want to stretch a cold muscle because you're doing absolutely nothing. So hopefully you warmed up. We're going to start with the Pec Stretch. So you either find a doorway or something on the wall that you can put your hand on. So I'm going to put my hand here and open up. We're going to go 30 seconds. Make sure your shoulder blades are nice and relaxed. A lot of the people complain of pain back in their shoulder blades when they do this, but it's because they're too tense in doing it. So completely relax, arm up on the wall, and just step forward. You should feel a nice stretch in the front here. So we'll hold about 10 more seconds here. Try to get 30-second holds. We'll do about 4 of them on each side. Good. And then rest. I'm gonna stay with the same side right now rather than switching, but you can do either or. You can alternate or switch sides, either one. But nice and relaxed. If you have a doorway at home, just put both arms up and do them at the same time. If you do one, you can get a little bit deeper of a stretch because you kind of rotate away from that door or that side that the arm is up on, and you really can get a deeper stretch in here. Hold about 10 more seconds. Good. And relax. We'll do the other side. Arm up on the wall. Same thing. So you either turn around or use the doorway with the other side. Get a nice deep stretch. These muscles are tight on most people. When we sit at a computer desk all day, sit in a chair, sit with poor posture, we're rounded forward. So this area tends to tighten up. Good, we'll hold about 5 more seconds. Good. We'll do one more this side. And we always talk about posture and bringing the shoulder blades back and bringing our head back. But the other missing puzzle piece here is stretching out your pec muscles. So making sure you're doing this, do it daily. 30 seconds at a time, 4 of them, get up to 2 minutes. Good, we'll hold about 10 more seconds here. Good, and relax. So that's Pec Stretch. The next one we're gonna do is a Tricep Stretch. We've been doing this one a lot, but arm comes back, kind of grab your other shoulder blade, and then bring this arm towards your ear, and hold that about 30 seconds. You should feel a nice deep stretch down the side here. Down your tricep muscle, down into your lat. And if you want to take it one step further, I know we said this on previous videos, you can really kind of side bend away and you'll get even more of a deep stretch down that side. About 5 more seconds here. Good. Same thing, other side. So grab that other shoulder blade with your arm. This shouldn't be painful either, so make sure you're not tense while you're doing it. You're nice and relaxed. Arm grabs that elbow, pulls across. Get a nice deep stretch down the side, down the back of that arm. And then you can side bend away a little bit, get a little bit deeper of a stretch. About 10 more seconds here. Good. And relax. So you would do a couple more of those. We'll go ahead and do the cross arm stretch, which is one that I'm always recommending to people, especially if you have shoulder pain, if you have neck pain, upper back pain. Bring that arm across, take that other hand, grab, and just kind of provide a little bit of overpressure. Don't want pain in the front of your shoulder, so if you have it, relax that arm down, try a different angle, come across. Should feel a nice stretch from the back of the arm down in here. Good. And we'll try the other way as well. Shake those arms out in between. Other side, same thing. Bring that arm across. Once Once again, really good for shoulder pain, really good for if you work on your computer all day, if you sit on a couch all day, if you're really stationary throughout the day, really making sure you stretch these muscles out. It'll help allow you to keep a better posture throughout the day. We'll go about 5 more seconds. Good. And then one more stretch to kind of complete the upper body is our wrist and our forearm. So a lot of times if you have any numbness, tingling in your hands, if you're using a computer a lot, if you're writing a lot, some carpal tunnel symptoms, or just, you know, any pain down the forearm. Sometimes people say they'll go grip something, pick it up, and they'll get a sharp pain here. We can stretch out our forearms. So all you're gonna do, make sure your elbow is nice and straight. This hand, you're gonna take your wrist and you're just gonna kind of push down here. You should feel a nice stretch. Some people will feel it up here if you're tight. You may feel it down into the hands, but you're gonna hold this. Same thing, you're gonna hold 30 seconds. Making sure that elbow is straight. Some people try this. You're not getting the full stretch because that muscle crosses over your elbow. So you wanna make sure you keep a nice straight elbow. 30 seconds there. And then you're gonna relax and you're actually gonna go the opposite way. So same thing, straight arm. You're gonna take your hand, you're gonna pull that wrist up. You're gonna feel a nice stretch on the bottom of that forearm, maybe even down into the wrist a bit. Same thing, holding 30 seconds. Good, and relax. You're gonna do that again. If it's too much to hold that arm up, you can support the arm on a table and just have the wrist hang off the bottom. You can even have that arm angled down. As long as that elbow is straight and you're here, that's fine. But getting a nice stretch in that forearm. Good. About 10 more seconds. Good. Relax, and we're going to do one more the opposite way. Good. And relax. We're going to do the other side. Left side, so shake those arms out. Same thing, elbow straight, wrist down. And my other hand is just applying a little overpressure at the hand. You can go down on the fingers, but make sure you get on the back of that hand and apply, and you'll feel even more of a stretch down that forearm. Once again, if it's getting heavy to hold your arm up, just have it nice and relaxed or supported on a table. Relax. Opposite way. Pull that palm up. You might feel a little bit of numbness, tingling in the hand. We don't want a lot of that. So if you're feeling too much, definitely back off a little bit. Got about 5 more seconds. Go ahead and shake it out. We'll do one more each direction. Good, holding that wrist down, 30 seconds. One coming up towards the sky. So you'll do a few more on each side of all of the stretches we just did. So the pec stretch, the arm overhead tricep stretch, the cross arm stretch across your body, and then the 2 wrist stretches. We always think about stretching our body, stretching out our legs, but it's also important to stretch out those arms, especially if you've been sitting a lot during this quarantine, poor posture. To throw in one more just to work on posture today is a shoulder blade squeeze. So you're gonna stand here, head back. You're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades and then relax. Making sure you're not coming up towards your shoulders, but you're coming down and back. So you're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together, hold about 3 seconds, and then relax. Squeeze again. And what I recommend for these, this is more of a strengthening thing, but it kind of goes hand in hand with stretching. So you've got to stretch out everything up here. but then shoulder blade squeeze is going to start to strengthen the muscles of your back and be able to allow you to hold that better posture throughout the day. That's all we're going to do today. We'll be back next time with some more leg stretches, but have a great day and I'll see you next week.